Positive time, ranking movers, good people that could be going up. £12,500 this year for reaching the first round stage rather than the 10,000 it was a couple of years ago. So those players that are in the same round are guaranteed to get some ranking money because £2,500 extra, 25% pay rise in regards to this tournament. £1 million on the line. Second biggest ranking event in the world of darts, and there are 8 players that could really benefit from this, but I'm going to make that even further, say 12. 12 players, I feel, get a bit of a free shot at this. Vessel Nyman, what a few years he's had. A couple of years ago, wasn't in the World Match Play. Now is seeded number 14. Now, depending on results, we could see Vessel Nyman make a bit of movement here in the rankings. Now, just being in this event's not enough where Vessel is in the rankings now. However, I predict that with results and what I think could happen, and with the predictor I'm going to give you later on in the week before the match play goes, where we're trying to predict the winner, I can see him going up to world number 10 or in and around that area. I think he's going to go up here, Wrestle Nyman. He's got a good draw here against Dave Chisnell. Got in at the 11th hour. Form's not been quite there as such. I think Nyman takes the victory there and sets off a bit of a run where he's going to start picking up the results on TV, just like he does on the Pro Tour and the European Tour. So, Nyman to make a move. Jermaine Watanabe wasn't in this event a couple of years ago. He's got a very tough assignment in the opening game here against James Wade. He's knocking on the door of the top 16. Now, we know the privileges that are available for being in the top 16. You're seeded. You don't need to rely on the Pro Tours, the European Tours to be in the events. You'll be in all the biggies. You'll be in the Match Play, the World Grand Prix, obviously, World Championships. There could be some moves as well and changes that come up in regards to rulings that we may see even more benefits for the top 16. We certainly see the seeding they get as well for the European tours. So lots of benefits are being in there. Does need a few results to go his way. Taking on James Wade. Hands are full there. Kevin Dotes has been very, very impressive on the Pro Tours this year, been one of the standout players, now up to world number 30, despite the fact he's not been in any of these big events. Kevin Dotes is where Nyman was a couple of years ago, where he was starting to pick up the results, been just waiting for his ranking to mature. It'll be interesting to see what that matures to. He's the favourite to win his game, despite going up against a major champion and a player who's played in the World Match Play many times, Ross Smith. World number 30 now, Kevin Dukes. Now, this may not be the event where we see him make a significant move, but collaborate his results over the year. He won't be there at the back end of the year. But at the moment, looks solid around that sort of position. Don't see any major moves unless he has a major run. William O'Connor, been around darts for many, many years now. Sort of started breaking into the professional game around about 2010. Making his World Match Play debut. Now, he is a player who's been outperforming his ranking. He's been playing better. His stats have been better than his ranking suggests that it is. World number 37. I think that's solid. I don't see him moving too far because I'm not sure he's going to get past his opening game clash with Ryan Searle. That being said, £12,500 on his ranking. What a great payday. What a great experience this is going to be for William O'Connor to be out there on the World Match Play stage. So this is going to be a big, big moment here for William O'Connor. Nico Springer makes his debut. Wasn't in this event a couple of years ago. Takes on Luke Littler. That's where things are tricky. That's where things are tricky here. I don't see Springer getting past Littler, certainly in a race to 10. Springer, 42 in the rankings, guaranteed to go up a couple of positions, probably come out of this world number 40. Great experience, great opportunity. Hands are full here though. Tough clash. Niels Zonneveld, another player picking up first round money for the first time here. Wasn't in it a couple of years ago, so all benefit for him. Takes on Stephen Bunting, does the world number 36. Now, regardless of what happens here, again, £12,500 on the rankings. And this is the interesting thing. Like, they're getting that ranking money on. We know people are losing it, so there's going to be a bit of a movement of shuffles. But the opportunity, it's not just the 12,500 they got, it's the opportunity, the ranking money that we look, it jumps quite a lot. £10,000 for winning that first game, 12,500 for another. You know, you put 22,500 on your rankings. That one game, it's not far off of Euro Tour win money, like title winning money. A Pro Tour is what, £15,000. It's like winning a Pro Tour and a half. Winning this one game at the World Match Play, that will jump upon your rankings. So real significance for those players that have sort of got nothing to defend. Divenbode is one of those. He's going to go up one position due to the movement of other players, 29 up to 28. No real significance without a run in regards to a big ranking move there. And the same for Cameron Menzies. Cameron Menzies going up against Luke Humphries, 27 up to 26. Again, pretty solid, pretty firm. But there's not really anyone here that's going to make a big jump. You tend to see those not in events like the World Match Play, where you get some players that are a little lower down in the rankings. Only 3 players outside the world's top 32 of the qualification for this qualified, so that's why it's a little bit tight. So most of the moves going to happen on the other side of this event rather than this side of it. There could be some moves though. When we talk about freebies, this is players that are gaining, but there's players that went out in the first round of this event a couple of years ago who have got a bit of a freebie shot. They're defending £10,000. They've already got 12.5, so they've already gone up 2.5. They defended what they need to defend. So this is a free shot. Listen to the names on this list. Jan van Veen, the world number 3, went out 13-12 to Rob Cross a couple of years ago. So has a free hit. If he has a run, this is all gaining on his ranking. It's not like Michael van Gerwen, who, if he has a run, let's have a look. Michael van Gerwen has a run to the semi-final, wins £65,000. He actually comes down £35,000 on the rankings. Where if Van Veen has a run, he will go up £55,000. It's a big swing, isn't it? It's a big swing. It's a big change. But that's not it. Van Veen's just one of the names on this list. Gary Anderson is on this list. Lost to Michael Smith 10-5 in the opening round a couple of years ago. Same scenario for him. Exactly the same as what we're talking about with Van Veen. Let's accelerate again. Josh Rock lost to Ross Smith 10-4 a couple of years ago in the opening round. Again, same scenario for him where everything's gain. But I'm saving the best for last, guys, because 2 years ago, which feels like a long time ago now when we're talking about this man, Luke the Nuke Littler himself went out in the opening round to Michael van Gerwen. He lost 10-6 on that occasion on his World Match Play debut. Isn't that interesting when you think about it? Because Luke Littler's coming into this event, the world number 1. He's got a good cushion at the top of the world rankings. And he's now got this event where he's defending nothing. Let's say Luke Littler went and won this event. £225,000 in regards to ranking money. £10,000 of it he'd have not give back. You don't give the money back. It's only ranking terms. £10,000 would come off of that because that's what he got a couple of years ago. So £215,000 extra gap would appear if Luke Littler was to win this title due to the fact he's defending nothing. He's already gained £2,500 just by turning up, ranking money wise. So makes things a little bit interesting, doesn't it, when you look at this and you look at the draw and you look at some of those big names. Some of the big names at the top have got tough assignments. Luke Humphries, the world number 2, tough assignment against Cameron Menzies, who's just picked up a Pro Tour. Kevin Dukes going up against Ross Smith. You know, there's some real interesting clashes. I suppose you have to come back to see my predictions because that could be key in regards to the movement. But this is your list of players, guys, who are going up in prize money at the World Match Play.